Hey guys, Frost here with my third champion preview. Today I'll be showing you Kennen, the Heart of Tempest. He's a Yordle ninja, so he kind of looks like the other Yordles currently in the game, which are Corki, Heimerdinger, and Teemo. Of course, the new champion means new skins, and Kennen has two new ones just like Shen. But unlike Shen, they do not resemble any mainstream ninjas just like his did. They're actually from another galaxy far, far away. This is Swamp Master Kennen and Deadly Kennen, and in no way are they related to Yoda or Darth Maul. Any resemblance is purely coincidence. But the other cool thing is this patch also introduced three other new skins rather. Two of the skins have art already done, and I could show you them here. This is Ruthless Pantheon and Armor of the Fifth Age Tyrant. But I'd probably call them He-Man Pantheon and Paladin Tier 5 Tarek, since that's pretty much what they closely resemble. But enough of the skins, let's see Kennen in action. He's a cute little guy with a Shuriken. His attack is ranged. It's not a melee champion, just like Shen. And it has about the same range as Ezreal. He has energy just like Shen, so he has the same mechanics. It regenerates over time. He can only use a little bit out, and then once it's out, you have to wait. But his passive actually is pretty cool because it gives him more energy if he attacks more often. His passive's pretty cool. It's a lot like Annie's, but at the same time it's not. All of his abilities apply a debuff called Mark of Storm. It can be on a champion or a minion. Kennen's passive allows him to stun any champion or any minion that receives 3 marks of storm, stuns for 2 seconds, and regenerates 25 of Kennen's energy whenever this triggers. So since all of his abilities apply a mark of storm, it's not very difficult for him to, get 3 of them and stun someone. His skills are pretty cool. His Q skill is called Thundering Shuriken. It's a skill shot, throws a shuriken, does a little damage, applies Mark of Storm. Nothing special here. It travels pretty far. It looks about to be the same range as Ezreal's Mystic Shot. His W skill is called Electrical Surge. It's a passive and an active at the same time. Passively, it allows you to, every 5 attacks, he charges up like a super attack that does extra damage based on his attack damage, and applies a Mark of Storm. So, attack speed's definitely a good thing for this guy. Attacking quickly, applies more Marks of Storm, regenerates more energy, lets you do more stuff. So, definitely a thumbs up here. The active part of the ability, it puts a Mark of Storm on everyone that already has a Mark of Storm and does damage. So in combination with his third skill, it makes it so you can easily apply 2 Marks of Storm to everyone in a team fight. His E skill is called Lightning Rush. It turns Kennen into a little ball of lightning and lets him move much faster and gives him kind of a mini ghost where he can pass through other units. Unfortunately, this doesn't let you walk through walls, but still pretty cool ability. When you pass through a unit, it does damage to them and applies a Mark of Storm, and if you pass through a champion, it regenerates 40 energy. They've put little subtext in here saying that it only triggers once per go through, so you can only get 40 energy back maximum. If you pass through like 5 champions, it doesn't give you more energy than you spent. But the other thing that this ability does, it's a little weird, is it only does half damage to minions, which I guess is so that you can't just warp through them and press W and explode every minion in the lane, because they do a lot of damage. It's pretty close to that as it is right now. His ultimate is called Slicing Maelstrom. It summons a storm around them that strikes 6 times on any enemy champions in the area. It can only strike a single champion a maximum of 3 times, and the first strike applies a Mark of Storm. This is kind of... It's difficult to describe. You'll see it when I play. It's a big circle around you, and any champions that walk in it can take up to 3 of the 6 strikes during the duration. It does a little bit of damage, but mostly it's just to apply a Mark of Storm, because if you E in, get everyone a Mark of Storm, use your W to put another Mark of Storm, and then ultimate, then everyone that's near you gets 3 Marks of Storm, gets stunned, and you get almost all of your energy back. And overall, I think he's a pretty interesting character. He's a little squishy, so I'm not sure how he's going to play out, and he'll probably be pretty good on Twisted Tree Line with some health items. But that's my Kennen preview, and you can enjoy the rest of the video here.
The daydream, the daydream, the daydream.